Hey guys, welcome back. It's Hollywood Animal again. And Herman is now known for his romance. That's good. Nice job, Herman. His For Him is ready to release to the rest of the world, and iMachine can go ahead and slip itself into the archive for us all. There you go. All right, how did we end up doing here? It's an A Kino Mark score in the mid 8s, and it is the only film that is showing. I expect Bone Grinder to love this. What I didn't expect is to have so many other people love it too, except of course for the Sword of Christ. Brilliant. The authors of this film have a great future before them. It was clear from the reactions of the audience, people like this movie. Well, I mean, you know, there is nudity and untamed sex, you know, a hopeless romantic caught up with a love interest. Yes, it's a wonderful love story. Everyone loves it. Definitely. Looks like Hilda's maxed out, and Elkin Rose, man, 7.9 on the writer. He's basically somebody who, if he's happy, he'll just keep kicking out perfect scripts pretty much. All right, so that movie is, I think there's very little doubt that movie's gonna make a killing. But let's go ahead and get 3 movies for you, Martin. And we'll just take a look at it. Oh my gosh. I wish there was a button. I know. Stop complaining about things. Okay, I will. Still, I do wish there was just a button where I could say yes. Right here, right? I'm going to give him what he wants in cash anyway. Just yes. All right. There is a button like this for directors and like your staff and stuff. This button exists for the staff, but it doesn't exist for the talent. Why not put it for the talent too? Although I will admit, Danny Holmes is quite pricey. Look at that. $31.27 is kind of insane. This one, way better. Yep, and I could just add medical coverage or something if I wanted to. Are you somebody who will... you're probably not somebody who'll do that. Yeah, I could always do the payment thing. He'll take a little bit more now, but I don't have to pay him as much now. Interesting. It won't let me accept. That is interesting. It's like I can keep going up. When exactly? See, normally this raises the fee to the minimum accepted level, but it's not. I have to keep hitting it. So that's peculiar. Okay, hit it. There's a lot of things that are just a little bit quirked, and looking forward to it. Now, they just released an update, not to the game necessarily, but it's a big thing. I'll link it in the pinned comment down below. It's a post on their Steam discussion boards and stuff, an update about the game and where they're going. And there's like a total rework of different balance elements in the game coming, like 100 different events that can happen to keep things original and to keep things spicy and whatever, you know, keep you on your toes. And then there's a whole rework in the balance of how movies are scored and how much money they can make, and like they're gonna be relying more on, you know, putting quality elements together. I love the whole idea of all of it. It sounds great, but it makes me think. It's making me rethink, like starting the next playlist so soon. You know, because like if they're gonna be remaking something and they're gonna be redoing these things, they're thinking June, right? So like a month from now. And so I'm tempted to just like maybe I have so many guys. I have so many games to do. I have a backlog of games that I'm supposed to cover, and they just keep getting pushed to the point where they're old and I shouldn't cover them anymore because newer stuff is taking their place. So it makes me think that maybe I wait until that big rebalance to revisit the next playlist. I don't know. I'm open to your thoughts on it. I mean, but it's one of those things where if I start another one, I'm taking that all the way to the end of whatever the game is if I'm starting another one, right? And so if I start another one next week and we get to like 1937 or something, and they release this huge update that rebalances everything, whoops, right? So I kind of feel like I should wait just a little bit, and you know, which means I can continue with this one. We're already here. We can just keep going, right? We can just see how it go, what happens when you get to 1940, 1942, whatever, right? Star-crossed lovers. A couple was unable to overcome their differences or adversities. I can speak. I can, more importantly, read. And then Mini Serpent is done now. That's good. So all of these films here have to be released before the code, but now we're going to start making movies that go with the code because, well, we have to honor it. We have to go with it. We're going to go with this one. I think that's very Monty Python-ish, or at least more so. And we know that For Him is going to release two weeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can pop this one here, or I can slap it here so it has the holiday, and I think I like that better. Wow, that's closer than I thought it was. I find it odd, though, that Christmas is not a thing. Christmas and New Year's are not a holiday on the calendar. I think that's pretty odd, to be honest. If I wanted to release this sooner, I would have to do it like this. Pays more, but I get it. And it has to finish, right? I have to finish this. I wonder if it can continue to play past January. Because this is like when it starts, right? Can it play past January without me getting punished? Mini Serpent has what? Actually, I don't think Mini Serpent is... Oh, this one is not a risk. This one's fine. Yeah. It's For Him that definitely can't do it. But I think Mini Serpent's probably fine. All right, we're going to leave this like this. So in this week, we're going to probably get, let's say, this many showings. I need to leave some screenings available for the other films. So we'll do this, and then we can do this, a little bit more there, and then we'll just slam these all the way over. Okay, let's get the advertising going immediately. We'll stretch it out to here. And this film is targeting boys. Worse for women. Okay, well, we are going to want to go here. We're going to want to go probably to these two. It's got a decent artistic score. We'll hit this one too. And yeah, we can hit the comic books and stuff too, but I don't think these ones are necessarily all that big of a deal. These are middle-aged, older people listening to things. So we're good on those, I think. And we'll play some tricks if we can. Let's hit the tricks here. And it'll be Roberto going in to do the wedding. And then I also want another trick, maybe right here. We'll get Ada to go there. And that'll just refresh interest in Monty Python, aka Mini Serpent. There we go. Okay. So at this point, we have nothing in production. All right, our studio is kind of at a standstill. So we need to make sure that we're creating things that don't go against the code. And I need to remember what is disallowed by the code. And I don't have that information right handy. Let me just see really quick. Our secret here, holding illegal gifts, that's almost gone. Minimum risk now. And I don't see a breakdown of the code anywhere. So I'm going to say there's got to be something. There has to be some interface somewhere that shows you what that is. It may not show it to me until it's already here. So we need to play it safe, kind of. So I have Don't Start Without Me. This is an evil monster, protagonist rescue. There's a love triangle with a daring adventurer. I think maybe we could make this one really quick just to get it in production. I don't think this one is too risque. This one seems fine. It also seems like a bad script, but it's fine. We'll put Johnny on there. We'll give him Soundstage 2. And we'll give him all the things. Give him the best quality, the best chance to make a better movie. Of course, we're going to use our outstanding technology that we have. And we'll go with medium props on this one. I don't need to overspend. Producer. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Dewey can probably do this. He's the broken spur guy. Can only do one for him. And then we'll put somebody who's a little bit closer. Lewis can do this one. It's fine. Let's take... I mean, we could put these guys in there. He's got a lot of days left. He's got striking image and stuff for quite a while here. 485 days. It would definitely bring up the film. It's not a good film, but it would bring it up. And, you know, I'd make sure I double the money that comes from it, right? So, okay, we'll put Victor in here. The evil monster. I feel like that could be me. I could play an evil monster. I don't have days left in my contract. I need a simpler movie. A movie that's going to shoot in less than 117 days. So we'll put Martin in here. That's fine. This is a very simple film. I don't know if I should really bother with putting Victor in here, to be honest. But he's on a time contract, not a movie contract, not like Roberto. So yeah, let's pop him in here. It's fine. Okay, seal it, go, and then I'm gonna immediately start that other script as well. And I want to see if that's a simpler one. Stolen Cufflinks is such a strange title. So this one's got a criminal gang element in it. And it does seem like it has quite a bit of locations as well. So I don't think we can shoot this one quickly. Let's put Earl. We'll put you in here. And then we'll give you Soundstage 1. Let's see what kind of time we're looking at here. If I do the higher quality stuff, it's 105 days. Now it's 126. So this castle part here takes a lot longer to do, unfortunately. So it's 138 days. Won't be able to get Charlie involved in this one, but that's okay. We can still make the film. It's just, we're probably going to be over investing in it. So we're just going to push through with a whole bunch of great people to make the script better. We can hit medium props. That's all right. I'm not going to bother with a whole lot of crew, though. I don't think I'm going to bother with extras either, but extras aren't that expensive. Honestly, just give it the best quality chance here. We're going to go and put a better... let's put Gregory on this one, I guess. The director, we need to lift this up a little bit. So I'm going to put Jasper on it. Our daring adventurer on this crap movie. It's going to be Ada. And then, can she even play this? Drama detective. She's not really well known for that kind of thing. Della's good for this being a sidekick. Detective. No action movies experience for anyone here. Okay, Eva's gonna do this one. And then our criminal, our number one criminal is gonna be, I don't want to pay for Felix to be in a 3.0 movie. This seems like the kind of crap I would do. Here, Charlie can do it. It's 117 days. Can't. Okay, Wilbur. He's got a little bit of a star power to it. Hopeless Romantic Night. Romance comedy. At least it's a romance. He's played a pirate before. We'll let Wilbur do this one. There's a lot of freaking people for this 3.0 script, man. It's very expensive. We're gonna bring people down here. We're gonna go 1. We're gonna go 2. Criminal 4 is gonna be somebody down here. Let's say Larry Martinez. Criminal 5. Let's get Bill Gardner. Sure, you're gonna be in here too. Okay, he's getting his big break. All right, so diligent. I got to make sure everybody's happy so they can do the best job possible. Looks like that's good. All right, go. Okay, and then I need another script to see if I can get Charlie into a movie. So let's see if we can buy one. Okay. I mean, this one is so expensive. I don't really care to do that one. How about Retirement Rush? That's interesting. A sheriff, criminal mastermind, antagonist repents. I mean, I can't tell how many locations there are. This is Bernard's script. It's $64,000. I'm gonna buy it and begin production just to spite him. Like, hey man, I made more money on this than I paid you. That's where I'm at on this. We want to raise this up a little bit, so I'm gonna have Homer polish this turd. We're gonna put. There's not that many locations. We might be in luck here. Okay, 92 days. If I switched the island to be on location right there, 116 days. So I think that will allow me. But if I go higher quality, which it won't let me do, I shouldn't let me do this. I don't have international location scouting. I should not be able to click that button. If I go to the coast here, then it's overtime. So the coast, jungle. I think that maybe the jungle will pull, and then the coast will go out here. Yeah, there we go. I can't. I shouldn't click that button. I'm not going to. Okay, this seems like an okay thing for this, and it should be able to get Charlie in there now because it's within his contract terms. And we'll give it all the bells and whistles. Yeah, we'll pop Oliver on there because we can. He's a 9.9. It's insane. Oliver's so good. Arrogant bastard. Lewis can do this one, although this is a detective drama. He's not really all that great with that necessarily. This is a drama, runaway, struggle for better life, action. I mean, at least we have the this movie is a comedy adventure, so I need someone who's good with comedy, and none of these guys are. Here we go. Anthony, you're not really going to lift the film up much, but you're established with this, so I'm gonna let you do it and then get you really happy if I can. Let's get you a new wardrobe, huh? What do you think of that? Yeah, I thought you'd like that. Okay. The sheriff, this is you. Maybe it's Roberto. Nah, I gotta get myself an award. He's gonna be with being a sheriff. There it is. The criminal mastermind. We'll bump this up by putting Roberto there. And I need to get him more loyal. What's going on with your loyalty here, buddy? Your loyalty is bad. How about a new wardrobe? There you go. He loves that. He's like, man, I got the best clothes now. Good. That's what I need. I need you happy. I think I need a little more loyalty out of you. But I don't want to give you anything. I don't think it's worth it. You're really happy anyway. You're fine. Go. They're also going to make the changes coming to the game. They're also going to make security more important. Because right now, security doesn't really have a whole lot to do. Like, there's some covert operations and surveillance, but in the early game, that doesn't really matter as much. It seems like this is something like a mid-game kind of thing where you're doing covert operations and stuff. Anyway, they're going to make these things a bit more prominent in the game, going to make them a bit more important to have to utilize, and in different ways. A curse. Someone suffers a curse, and their life changes dramatically. All right, cool story elements. For him is making a lot of money for me. And, oh yes, look at this. 100 across the board. Again, this is with maxed out screenings anyway. Yep. Set up the distribution. Now, for this, at the end, we don't have a whole lot of screenings. Our bonus only happens for the first month. So I don't think we're going to overspend on that anyway, but we do have some screenings there. So for the rest of these weeks, it doesn't really matter where we put these, but I guess I'll just do this because there's no movie going there. But for this one here, you know, we're going to see the percentage utilization is going to go up in the final week because we're maxing this out and there's probably not going to sell that many movies. We still have no theaters we can rent from. So except this, we also have a dirty trick happening this week that will hopefully refresh interest in the movie too. All right. You wanna join us again, Cecil? I agree. You should come in with us again. Like that. Aw. Gene. What are you doing? I think I want to fire Gene. Gene's not needed. Gene's just... He can't be improved anymore. That's the thing. Like, if I could improve him, then I guess it'd be fine. How long is your contract? You're 400 every 30 days. I mean, you're not that expensive, honestly. Fine. You know what? I'll let you keep trying. You can keep... It's a 20% chance. Maybe you get it, but... You can't... I can't improve you, and that's the problem. I need you to be able to improve. This is a crap script. Maybe we could do something with this crap script. It's really bad. Whatever. Let's do it. Let's do something with this cruddy script. Why not? Give somebody something to do. Harry, you can do that. I got all these buildings just sitting there doing nothing. Might as well use them. All right. How much can we polish? I'm going to want to keep my expenses as low as possible. So we're going to go low quality on everything because it's a very bad script. And we'll use the better technology, I guess it's fine. I'm gonna give you medium props. Why? I'm not gonna give you medium props. Producer, all the way at the bottom. Roy, you're in. Director, all the way at the bottom. Ricardo Conti. Ooh, let me have you do this one. You're a 1.1. One movie left. Yeah, I can't use Ricardo because it's a time for expiration. So, team player. Clyde can go in here. My warrior will be the cheapest actor I have available, which is Max Dean. Okay. My criminal. What are you good at? Clumsy Oaf? I mean, you're comedy, so you should be good with that, yeah? You have to be a warrior in this movie, though. Well, it's a crap movie, so a Clumsy Oaf, somebody who's done Clumsy Oaf before should be able to be a warrior for a movie this bad. So, here we go. Criminal 1. Let's make it, Henry can't be... you know what, it's fine. You look like a criminal. It's a good getup. I like the whole Peaky Blinders thing kind of going on here. Francisco, and then how about we come up and just put everybody the cheapest possible people that we have currently. That's what we're gonna use for this. So many criminals for this shitty movie. So many. Oh my gosh. Should we even make? I shouldn't even be making this movie. I want my. I'm sorry, Max Dean. You're not the warrior anymore. Everybody who's playing side characters are higher professionalism than you. I just can't have that be a thing. Who's my warrior, though? Maybe I think it's you. You're my warrior. So I'm going to make sure that you're down here in criminal. You've been demoted to criminal 4. Not even criminal 1. You were demoted to criminal 4 until you get more experience. In criminal 5, we'll just get Wilbur in here. Okay, so like so many actors. Very expensive. There's really no reason to spend so much money on this movie. But hey, you know, it's a 1.1 script. I bet we can make it into at least a 4.0, 5 maybe. If you get a good enough people, I bet we can do it. So we have hush money now. If one of your actors gets into a scandal, you can settle it with cash. I have so much cash. That will be very good. And then hush scandal for IP. Oh, we can use influence points. Yeah, I don't really care about that one. I'm better with cash on that, I think. Aid for the homeless. We can go rescue a drowning man. Yeah, dirty tricks. Maybe we'll go get some dirty tricks, see how they work, you know? I'm not going to pay for it, though. It's a 50-day thing. Let's just go. Beating. Ah, man. Francisco Roberts is beaten. Well, you know, now I have to select a replacement for my 1.1 shitty movie. Darn. All right, Cecil, come on in and take his place, I guess. You're only going to improve the movie. Everyone who's sitting on the sidelines right now not making anything is all higher professionalism than he was. Tout the mayor's achievements. Yeah, well, we got a little bit of GP from the mayor. That's what we really needed. And then I'm going to take and spend it, I think, right away. Just in case something happens in the future. There we go. Get some more influence points there. And I could do it again. It puts me at 0. Or I just do this and take this again. Okay. So the fact that we have illegal gifts is no longer a risk. I feel great about that. And now Mini Serpent can come out. And it won't dominate the box office or anything. But... wow. Nice job. We're going to start making that movie now, too. Accidental Hero, Mad Scientist. I like it. This is the one I made this. And I, you know, commissioned it to be written and stuff. I'll send it to the script doctor and see what happens here. And then Mini Serpent is now an A as well. In the 8s. Great. Bone Grinder hates it. Because it's, you know, so traditional cinema. And there's nothing risky about it. It's just some good old-fashioned comedy fun. Before him is just ridiculous. Look at the money this thing has made now. Total gross is 19.2 million. And you see, week 400, week 5, still 100. That's crazy. Week 6 is 100. Wow, I did not see that coming, to be honest. Week 7, we have the same number of showings, but now we're hitting 96. And unfortunately, week 8 is going to be pathetic because we don't have enough showings because Mini Serpent's taking over, but that's okay. Hi, Eldon Oberick. The Ku Klux Klan, Grand Dragon of the Los Angeles Realm. Last Sunday, the Exalted Cyclops held a meeting of the 12 Terrors to vote on the new Sentinel. It's not often that all the dragons and titans get together. Plus, there were 4 goblins present. I swear, these guys are just... Secretly, underneath all those hoods, there's just a ton of comic book nerds. That's what they are. Though, I have to admit, I only counted 2. The new Sentinel was unanimously approved in the first 5 minutes, and not just verbally, but with the proper Raven seal and all. So the rest of the day, we just played with the Emerald Staff and solved the riddles of the Furies. You know how it is. No, I don't. Turned out quite the gathering, all things considered. Usually after events like that, we have a celebratory barbecue. Unless there's, needs roasting instead. But this time we decided to go to the cinema. You know what film we saw? That was the only trouble. We couldn't agree on a film. One of them had something about China in the title, and the other one's poster showed a long-haired Mexican riding a donkey. They sure don't make anything normal anymore, do they? I'll tell you what, you release a film with a patriotic family man and a true knight of the white race, wouldn't be ashamed to go and see. Okay, so he wants me to make a white movie, of course, yeah. I'll send the whole skeleton army to go see it, and I'll call on the rest of the dragons. Believe me, there won't be a single empty seat in any movie theater in the country. Just so you know, skeleton army isn't official yet. It's literally just occurred to me today to call our ranks that. You haven't heard the term anywhere else yet, right? I've already submitted an application to the to the nest. They normally approve all my ideas right away. Did you notice our ceremonial robes have a silver embroidery now? That was my idea too. Okay, so I mean, we're just releasing a patriotic family man and a true knight of the white race. I basically just use white people in my movie. Is that what he's asking me to do? I'm already doing that. So, okay, I guess. Very good. Not as fast as I'd hoped, of course, but the skeleton army should double in size by then. Yeah, sure. Ah, that's the cut. Okay, that's the crux. The plot somehow involves white supremacy. Yeah, okay. See, I should have known there'd be another story element coming into this. All right, 5.4, 4.1. That's not bad. Stolen cufflinks, doing okay. Everything's getting polished. And we can go with services if we want to as well. Medium services makes things even more comfortable and doesn't really cost all that much more, to be honest. Now they're on location, right? So we have crafty and stuff like that. Okay. Although you would have crafty in sound studios too. You would have craft services like that, but that service, the service level here, I think it's, yeah, it says important for filming, for location filming, especially abroad. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just grab another security guy and go. Always provide services on location. All right, so this terrible, terrible script has become now a 2.3 and a 2.5 up from a 1, so it's effectively doubled its prestigiousness, I guess. I like how it's gonna cost nothing because they're all in sound stages, so we're not gonna actually have that anyway. I don't think it will matter. So we'll put security on the scene anyway, just in case. Yeah, so this will be 100% because we didn't get nearly enough screenings. We can set up distribution for this again. We don't have a whole lot of screenings available, but we could maybe just have the last week be, I don't know, here, I guess. We'll just keep it in for one more. I want to milk as much, although it's going to end on the 28th. Okay. I want it to be in theaters as long as it can be until the code, so. Okay. And then now we have Don't Start Without Me. It's also being improved. Many, many movies. Now, we went from having nothing in production to having everything in production. I'm using all my security staff now as well. We've unlocked Stagecoach Robbery. Okay. Our trick is working, bringing in more people on a movie that... it's Mini Serpent, right? So, for him, had a box office total gross of 20 million. How does that compare to... See, like this whole period of time here, I'm at 74,244, and Gernstein is at 74,632. Their best film, and I wish these things would be in order of their gross, because that would tell me a little bit easier. But The Marriage at an Impasse, A Marriage at an Impasse has almost 11 and a half. Okay, so mine. I have For Him, which beats that 11 and a half, but none of my other movies did, unfortunately. And then Evergreen does not have any huge ones either. Supreme doesn't have any huge ones. Okay, so really it's all about beating these guys. Yeah, and I have more cash on hand than Evergreen does by a lot. Gernstein's actually, I mean, I have almost 3 times the cash Gernstein does on hand. But that's not what I'm looking for. The box office totals is what I was trying to get. And that Marriage in an Impasse movie is annoying. Plus this one is, everything they release is like 9.9. I think they're cheating. The AI is cheating. They did say that with the balance changes and stuff, that, you know, our rivals would have to use the same rules as us. But I don't know how that, they're going to have to restructure how their movies are ranked too, because they'll have lots of, I mean, it's actually been commented on before in a previous video too. It's like they'll have people that are not that good, but their movies are like consistently pinned at 9.9. And so it's, you know, you'll have an editor like in the beginning of the game, right? Gernstein didn't have any editors that were anything special, yet their movies were still 9.9. So it's, I don't know if they're actually using the same rules. Repeat it. We have enough movies here. We can afford to repeat that just a little bit more. Okay, we have our own concert hall. We don't have a superior one yet, but we have our own concert hall. I have a feeling that I'm going to want to save my influence for getting things off of the code. So I'm going to put $300,000 into advancing that a little bit faster. And this one turned out pretty good. Yep. So here we had the maxed out showings and it was only 52%. And we had that striking image helping this movie move up a little bit here, 8.9. Okay. So we can extend this distribution as well. And we probably won't have anything releasing here, I wouldn't think. So we can just kind of keep these up. I'm not going to put For Him again because code. So this movie will just stand on its own for this little period of time here. The Marvelous Escapades of Willie. Wow, The Amazing Adventures of Billy. Okay. Exquisite Cinematique published a major article called Deja Vu Whirlpool. They are furiously criticizing American cinema for its repetitive plots and typical characters. They discuss the problem in dozens of interviews with anonymous representatives of the film industry, plus art historians, cultural experts, advertisers, and ordinary viewers. The journalists have concluded this can't go on any longer. Don't get us wrong, not every film needs to be a miracle of originality. Genre pieces can be quite entertaining. But over the past year, according to the article, studios have surpassed all bounds of human decency. Everything is merged into one big lump and absent ideas. Sometimes it's hard to see where one film ends and another begins. Maybe yesterday, only the grumpy critics noticed. Wait, what? Oh, maybe yesterday only the grumpy critics noticed, but now it's obvious to ordinary moviegoers. Okay. Head of the script department. Look at this. Interesting. Exquisite Cinematique may be niche publication, but their article still caused quite a stir. Hundreds of newspapers and magazines across the country have mentioned it the past week. Today, the famous radio host Paul Hanratty read excerpts from the article on his morning show. It seems like these journalists really hit a nerve. People are tired of going to watch the same old movies. Maybe we should keep it in mind. So our most used story elements so far have been detective and hopeless romantic protagonists, and our supporting characters have been strict parent and love interests. Well, we're not doing any more romance movies. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to do any more romance movies anyway, so that's fine. Whatever. Okay. Let's repeat that. And Farm Girl. A country bumpkin who quickly gets in over her head. But despite her foolishness, she melts everyone's heart with her kindness and perseverance. Ah, look at that. That's great, isn't it? A bumpkin. And then we got to rescue a drowning man. And I want to try these dirty tricks as well. I also want to clear my throat. All right, so I think I'll take the printing office now. I think that's probably a good one to do. And yeah, I think printing office is probably best here. So we'll put a whole bunch of money into that, get it as quickly as possible. And as far as for him goes, it is December 28th now. I don't know how the whole world will feel about me releasing this right now. But it doesn't have a whole lot of viewership here on this last bit anyway. So we will end the distribution on that. It will be the top movie of the year. But yeah, see, I want this for like all the actors and stuff too. Just hit the button, you know? Okay, if I hit continue now, delay the adoption of the code. I did not have this, so enforcement of the code will be delayed for 1 year. I can't do that. And now we have this. So I got the number 4 movie, 7 and 10, and then the number 1 by a significant margin. iMachine nearly getting over this, but GB basically dominating the box office. So GB is my biggest competitor when it comes to being a behemoth. And, you know, almost top 3 on the critically acclaimed stuff, too. I like that. 9 on fan favorites. A whole bunch of experience for everybody. Here we go. Alejandro Reynolds, level 6 now. And, yeah, I'll just go max it out on the money. That's fine. Everybody's good there. Yep. All right, so Lewis is just established for all sorts of things now. Detective, drama, thriller, shootout, search for a killer, evil, transformation. That all checks out. It's a pretty good combination there. We've got Hilda being established as a hopeless romantic, and Felix being established as a love interest. And I have finally been established as a rival. Okay. I'm established as a supporting actor. It happened, guys. Look at Ricardo Conti. Love triangle and nudity. Ricardo is established in something that is now illegal. Okay. Thrillers for Lewis. Oh yeah, there's just all sorts of these things. I would actually love if these windows would be condensed. Instead of having it be one window per transformation, not transformation, one window pop-up per trait established. It should be one window pop-up per person. That way all of their transformations happen in the same window. Because otherwise you got to keep clicking through all these, and it's, especially if you have a really good year, you're going to be clicking through these a while. So Wallace is established as an angry boss, soldier, and hopeless romantic. And now, I believe, is there any indication whatsoever on what's allowed and not allowed with this? We have a concert hall we can start building now too. We'll get the concert hall built right over. I don't want to crowd marketing. Let's put it over here. Yeah, we'll put it right over here. I think that's probably good. There we go. Start construction on that. Kind of hoping the road continues from here. Doesn't look like it's going to. That would have made the most sense to bring the road this way, but okay. We can discuss 7.5 producer. I have enough producers. I really do. I have enough producers now. I'm gonna let you go. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna let you go. Let me see the story workshop if it tells me specifically what is allowed and it's not allowed, because I really hope it does. What is allowed? Be right on the nose. This will be a science fiction. We're gonna stay away from Yeah, we're gonna stay away from romance. We'll say it's a science fiction drama thriller. There we go. Taking place again in a modern American city. And then if I go protagonist, so those are all allowed. Seems good. We have accidental hero, clumsy oaf, cop detective. For a science fiction thriller drama, we also have lovable rogue. That's a new one that I got. I think I got that during a cut, and I forgot to put it on the recording. But lovable rogue, a charismatic rogue who laughs at the rules and even the law, but never really crosses the line, and at the decisive moment always comes out on the side of good. Hey, you know what? That actually fits really well with the title of what's allowed. So we'll do that. Okay, it does tell me. So corrupt official, not allowed. Members of the Alliance are prohibited from using this story. If I place it here, it does still let me do it. I'll just get in trouble. But at least it tells me exactly what it's supposed to be. So I can put this as maybe a heartless bureaucrat. Supporting is all good. So we're allowed to use whatever we want here. And we want to kind of stay away from the love interest, of course. So lovable rogue. Maybe we have a sidekick. How about a mentor sidekick situation? Lots of themes and events are not allowed. And what we're looking for, I think, here is, let's go with generational conflict. Crime of necessity would make sense for a lovable rogue. Our finale could be that they overcome their self-doubt. Yeah, maybe there's self-doubt there. What else would go with self-doubt? An evil transformation? Thanks to a black magic or unsuccessful scientific experiment, someone loses their human appearance. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for maybe a struggle for a better life. We could always do a train job or a stagecoach robbery, which is so Western, and that's not what we're doing here. So, no, probably not. A curse. Suffers a curse and their life changes dramatically. That's an interesting little twist. Conflicts, I mean, I don't know if it really works so well with this, but you know what? I'll pop it in there. We haven't used it yet. It's original. We'll make it happen. Let's bring it a little bit closer to more thriller territory here. I'm not sure the science fiction works for the story anymore, you know? Kind of want to swap it out and make it historical instead in this case. I think so. I think we're going to pop it and do that instead. And then Richard. Richard could write it in 127 days. Or I could hire somebody else to write it. But why? Because Richard's awesome. But he's not going to get any better. Still, Richard's my dude. We're going to do it. Richard, you're my guy. Yeah, that's our next big movie right there from Richard. Double IP per script. Very good. So much more influence points needed. We can get triple. Or I can get down and start getting more story elements per movie, which is going to make my movies more complicated, which is going to make things better. And that is another thing that the changes that are coming is going to do. There's going to be a cap on the quality the story can be with limited story elements. And you're going to have to get more elements in your scripts to get those higher rankings, those higher level scripts and stuff, be able to get them. So I like that. I could also get access to different ones. And getting them by category seems good. Because choose the type of story elements the screenwriter develops. Settings. We can start developing new settings. And I think that's probably where I want to go. I don't think I should use my influence for it, though. So let's go like this so we can try to get some new settings. Because I haven't actually done anything with getting new settings yet. And my writers, they're not, you know, infinitely successful, but they are constantly kicking out, you know, like 1 or 2 new story elements a year. I think it's a little bit more often than that, but yeah. We maxed out the cameras. That's neat. I don't have... I can just buy this, but it's not really worth buying it. But at the same time, my team is doing nothing unless I buy it. So Why don't we could just buy it, and we'll start by increasing its technology, I guess. We'll go with all of it. Just work on all of it for 420 days until it's maxed out. We'll use the other one in the meantime. It's fine. So Script Doctor was able to improve this script considerably, in fact, Element. We'll just put it on the back burner for now as a spare script for now. Want to do that because we already have 4 movies in production, so don't really need a whole lot more. So Mini Serpent is kind of reaching its end of life here. It doesn't really need to be anymore. We can bring this down. Something like this, maybe. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter for the first 2 weeks easily, but I don't want it to get in the way of anything that we're currently producing. But I think the ones we're currently producing have a month left in them anyway, so whatever. We'll just do that. It's fine. I do kind of wish I had the ability to re-release movies. That'd be cool. I mean, it's kind of... we do it. People do it. That's how it works. This is something that I don't know how it works. I've never tried this before. This is technology invention. Invent your own film technologies. Okay. So perhaps I could stop the upgrade on that camera and have them invent their own technologies instead. That's probably where I should go, huh? So additional research groups takes a while. Invention speed. You can have a pretty good impact on that. Speed it up by almost a year. Research group 3 would probably also speed things up. I bet research group 3 probably speeds it up more than 25%. I would think anyway. It's a 50% increase in the number of teams. And it's only going to take me an extra 400 days to get that over this. You can add new research groups even if you're inventing and developing technology. Oh. I don't know if that helps me as much. I think I want to go after number 3 here. We'll get a 3rd research group instead. And then let me see if I can cancel this. Not that. This. Can I cancel that? I don't think so. So I can develop my own technology, but I don't have any R&D groups. Cancel improvement. There it is. Okay. So instead of, I mean, we're just going to blow $195,000 on that. It's fine. Develop new image technology. So this one can be called, I don't know, the Charlie Cam. Charcam 5000. The Charcam 5000. Nobody will know what it is, but it's actually a 35mm format video camera that has very high quality. It's going to take 4,200 days. Oh, yeah. 12,000 days, baby. Now 6,000 days with 2 teams on it. Yeah. So we can have this in many, many days. Very economical. Super, super good camera. Oh my gosh. I just don't know how I want to go. I mean, they're just never going to get this done. This is 10 years. It's just not going to finish. I don't know. If the chapter goes till 1950, then it could finish. But I want to actually see it complete. The thing is, like, this is not better than the cameras we already have. It needs to be better than the cameras we already have. So I'm going to push this quality up to here. I think that's reasonable. Practicality here, economy maybe here. 2,400 days. We can try to invent this. There. For the next 2,400 days, we are going to be just jamming away. And it looks like, is it actually saying it costs $1,800 a day? Yeah. Somebody asked me how the camera equipment stuff is measured. Like, how much does this cost? It's this much money per day is what it is. So these little calendar icons, I know they're very small, but they tell you how many days. So this is just a 1 in the calendar. So this is the Doppler is 2,600 per day. The Hespro 35 Extra is 4,000 per day. So the reason why you would use the Doppler camera, I asked this question in the last video. The reason why you'd use it, yeah, because it's cheaper. That's it. And if you're making trash movies, then you want as cheap as possible. So that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna develop the Charcam 5000, and it will likely not actually be a camera that we will ever see, but maybe if we play this long enough, if this playlist goes on long enough to get to the 1946, then we can use it. Reputation for loyalty. Studio's reputation grows if the staff's loyalty average is above 70. Okay. And so we have double reputation for loyalty, double reputation for icons, and double reputation for idols. So twice as much reputation for working with an actor or director with idol status, or working with them with icon status, or just having it go up with loyalty on average. And it's way cheaper to do that, and I'm not entirely sure it's worth going for these anyway. So we'll hit this, and we'll just focus in on having double reputation for loyalty. Okay, so For Him is nominated for Best Film. We don't have a Best Actor. We don't have a Best Act. Oh, we do have a Best Actress, Hilda. For Him. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, Herman, For Him. For Him is an awesome film. It was a great film. Everybody loved it. And it made the most money. So naturally that means that it's the best, because that's how we measure whether a film is good or not, right? It's about how much money it makes as a behemoth. Okay, so I want to keep protecting you. Yes. Protection complete. I'm going to keep protecting all these guys. Now, somebody told me that if you keep protection on them too long, it'll spook them. They'll get too nervous. Like, why do I need protection? I don't know if that's the case, so I'm going to leave it on there and see if one of them gets spooked. Because I don't know why that would be a thing. I mean, I guess there is a case to be made where if you're on the set and you're working with things or whatever, if you are like, why are you guarding me? Oh, the studio wants me to protect you. Do I need protection? Like that, I guess there is a little bit of thing like that. So I guess I can kind of understand the paranoia that could come from it if you're being protected for an extended period of time. Yeah, we'll get this one. Level 6 for Alan. It's one of those things where you got to think about it. All right? I ain't very good at those types of things. 7.5, 7.5.6. Let's put Oliver on this one. I'm not sure what other films were behind this one, but put Oliver on this one, and then we'll get our high quality here. High quality here. We're going to get our own concert hall, which will be low until we get our... And then everything will be high quality from there. That'll be great. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. I have to go. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Hopefully you'll join me for the next one as well. Bye-bye.